Home sweet home. Well, it feels like a dream for many people renting who are living in horrible conditions. They're sounding off the alarm over plumbing leaks, infestations, and other security hazards.
And as Joe Ripley reports, Senator John Ossoff is now leading the efforts to look into these problems and address them.
The last 2 years have been kind of unbearable.
Letitia Odom felt hopeful when she moved into her Griffin apartment complex in 2019. More than 4 years later, though, she's dealt with leaks, a collapsed roof, and a roach infestation, all traumatizing for her and her family.
If I had the means to, I would leave. So it's pretty bad.
She says management has been unresponsive and she feels stuck. Odom and other mothers testified in Roswell before Georgia Senator John Ossoff, detailing the disturbing conditions they've lived in for years.
Children in Georgia and across the country are being subjected to unsafe, unsanitary, unfair living conditions by landlords who are receiving public funding. And that's unacceptable. That has to stop.
Ossoff is leading a Senate Human Rights Subcommittee inquiry into resident mistreatment and the impact on children. He says the Department of Housing and Urban Development should take more accountability in its practices and inspections.
We have to understand what enforcement tools the Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, has at its disposal, but it may not be using adequately. Whether or not the inspections that HUD undertakes of these properties are sufficient.
For Letitia Odom, this hearing symbolizes her courage to speak out and demand change for a quality home and a better life for her and her family.
It will probably help a lot more people to come forward and speak about what they're going through.
Coming up at 5, what one housing attorney says every tenant should know to help in their situation. In Roswell, Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
Right now.